Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we are making Chasseur sauce. You're not going to want to miss this one. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. I am your charming host, Chef John Politte. And if this is your first time watching, or you just want to learn how to make awesome food, or maybe even start your own cooking channel, then go ahead and do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right there, and then click on that notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload new content. All right, well, you clicked on this video to watch me make Chasseur sauce. So let's head into the kitchen and see what our ingredients are. All right, we got our list of ingredients right here, and I'm going to show you what we've got. We got some butter we're going to use for two different purposes in this. I'm going to saute the aromatics that I have here, which are the onions, garlic, mushrooms, and tomato, in some butter, and then I'm going to mount the sauce when we're done with it with the butter. But then I'm going to, when I get done cooking the aromatics, I'm going to deglaze it with our wine here. I've got some Sauvignon Blanc. Chardonnay works as well for this sauce too. I've got some really good chicken base here that I'm going to make a stock with, and then when we're all done with the sauce, we are going to hit it with some fresh herbs right there, which is parsley. Now I'm going to make a wonderful meal out of this. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will be cooking it, and you will get to see that as I'm cooking it. But right now we're going to head into the kitchen and make this terrific sauce, so don't go anywhere. All right, first thing we're going to do is put our butter in and heat that up till it melts before we add our aromatics. All our ingredients are prepped and ready to go. We have our mise en place, we have our butter cut, we have our onion and garlic ready to go, the mushrooms, the tomatoes, and the parsley to finish it off. We got our wine all ready to go right here for deglazing, and then our chicken stock will be made a little bit later as we're making the sauce. So let's head over to the pan and get it going. All right, next we're going to put our aromatics in and get those going, along with our tomatoes and our mushrooms. All right, we're just going to sweat these down for about 2 minutes until they are translucent and we can add the deglazing liquid. Make sure this all gets stirred up well and all those flavors get to marry together as they're cooking. That garlic smells fantastic along with those onions. We're about ready to hit the deglazing. You want to make sure you have a high heat though, so when that liquid hits the pan, it starts evaporating. Now I hit the wine in here because I didn't hit the record button, so you missed that part. Well, I'm going to let this deglaze down to about till it's almost dry, or au sec, which would be the French term, and then we will do our next step, and hopefully I'll remember to hit the record button. Now, sauce chasseur, or chasseur sauce, which we're making today, is sometimes called hunter's sauce, and it's basically a compound or simple brown sauce that's used in French cooking. It's made with a demi-glace or an espagnole sauce, which are two of the mother sauces in French cooking, and often it includes mushrooms or shallots that you see us using, and it also can include tomatoes, and then you finish it off with all the fine herbs that we're using, just parsley in our case, and then of course the hitting it with the butter to make it all liaise together. So let's go back to the pan, see what's going on. All right, this is our base that we had. I'm going to add it to about a cup of water here and just mix this up to make our stock. Remember, the more base you use and the more water you used will vary the flavor, either stronger or weaker. I like a bolder, more robust sauce, so I am adding a tablespoon to 1 cup of water. So there's our stock. We will add this to our deglazed pan here. As soon as the liquid almost dries out, we will add the stock to this. Remember, we are doing sequential cooking for this sauce, and we're cooking in stages. So We are almost ready to add. And remember to keep it on a high heat so that, oh, that's almost ready. So let's go ahead and add our stock. Okay, it's in there. We're going to let this reduce. I'm going to leave the heat up to let it start bubbling. We'll let that reduce as well. My stock is in there now and it's up to heat, so I'm going to turn this down to a simmer. Just get those bubbles to simmer just a little bit less. I am going to let this just reduce a little bit before we hit it with our butter to mount it. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to add the butter, or we're going to mount it into the sauce. All that means is that we're adding it into the sauce at the end to kind of use the butter as a liaison. It almost is an emulsifier to just kind of bind everything together, add a little creaminess to it, and also kind of bring all the flavors together as well. So it will be a sauce that we can actually pour over and it won't separate. We can pour it over our protein or our rice or whatever we're going to use it for. Okay, now I'm going to add the butter into there. I've cut it up a little bit so it kind of melts in specific spots, and then I can just kind of blend it all together. But there we go. Mix it all up and let that melt to create the liaison. And then we will add our fresh herbs and I will start dinner. All right, we've got the butter melted. It's into the sauce. I'm gonna add the fresh herbs in here, which basically were just parsley. You can add thyme, you can add rosemary. I guess it would just be concerning on what you're cooking. I know pork or lamb, it would be nice to have rosemary in there. I'm just using the parsley. So basically, because that's all I've got. I do have some thyme, I guess I could add that. But there it is. There's the beautiful sauce, Chasseur sauce. Now I'm going to do Act 2, and I'm going to start showing you what we're doing for dinner. So let's head into Act 2. Alright, there's the finished product, just came out of the oven. A couple pork chops with the Chasseur sauce over the top of them, cooked for about an hour and a half. I'm now going to plate this up, present it, take some gorgeous pictures of it for social media, lay those down in the timeline with some funky music, and we're going to taste this. Pork with the sauce on it. I'm just going to give this a taste and we'll see what it's like. Let me get the tripod set up and we'll give this a taste. All right, there's that bite with the sauce on it. I can really taste that savoriness of that chicken base coming through there. The garlic and the wine are the strongest flavor profiles I taste in this sauce. So, but it's very good sauce, very good. It goes on chicken. You can put it on pork like we did, or try it on any kind of protein you want. It's all yours. You can do with what you want. But we made a Chasseur sauce today. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks a lot and take care. All right, well, I've got this recipe right down there in the description box, and there's also some other things I'd like you to check while you're down there. One, I've left 2 links down there for my e-commerce store where I sell my seasonings, spices, and herb blends. 2, if you're a YouTuber and you are a creator, then you need to check that TubeBuddy link. Go ahead and hit that. That will give you the views and the subscribers that you need to make your show a success. And then 3, all my affiliate links for all my equipment that I use are down there as well. They are affiliate links, so I do get a little bit of a cut every time somebody buys something that I recommend. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so yet. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Leave us a comment down below. And then make sure you share this video and this channel with everybody you know. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here on It's Only Food. Take care. Bye-bye.